Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for the second half of June 2025. The energy around this reading is the Ace of Wands, which is about stepping onto your path and being on your path really, because it's already the energy around you. So one thing will lead to another, to another, to another. Aces are very, very positive in tarot. And so this is great energy around you for achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. And these are really lovely cards. So let's explore a bit more. You are heading into a time of new beginnings. Death is endings of the old way and new beginnings, and it's where you get more and more of what you want. They're talking specifically about success here. And we have another ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is about success to do with career, to do with finances, to do with bringing things, creating things. And you have been honing some sort of skill or craft. This is the line of the present, and these are all coming into being now. You have new beginnings here around work and career and to do with what you came to Earth to do. And this is long term. The Knight of Pentacles talks about it being long term, but leading into other opportunities. These are opportunities. The Page of Cups is about an opportunity that is golden, and the karmic wheel of your life is turning to that chapter very soon. It may involve some sort of modern technology or modern forms of communication, and it is where you are giving your knowledge to others. The Magician is the card of the starseed, so many of you will be starseeds. And the Knight of Pentacles is also about groups of people, so you may be forming some sort of group or community loosely based to do with your spiritual path, but really this is very practical as well. So it can mean healing, teaching, advising, leading, and it leads to greater freedom so long as you don't become a workaholic. Lots of Virgos do become workaholics. The Devil and the Knight of Pentacles can indicate that. So really the key is putting things into place so that you may be working very hard at the moment or for the next 2 years or so, but then there's this freedom that comes from having finances or some way of being where you can come and go and do what you want to do. That you are being asked, justice is the card of weighing your heart against that of a feather at the end of your life. So it's saying, what will you love and what will you be glad that you've done and what will you regret at the end of your life? And this may help you overcome any fears that come up to do with stepping forward, because it's about having no regrets. Again, you'll need to use your intuition. Where blindfolds come up in tarot, it's about having to go within and listen to yourself. And it may also involve walking away from certain things, taking your knowledge and building something greater. But you do have your guides with you. The Queen of Swords is the card of the spirit guide. And they're saying you have your spirit guides right with you, right next to you. And they will lead you into peace. The Six of Swords is coming up a lot for people. It is leaving turmoil for peace. And I feel like this is, just creating your own path in your own world and not worrying about what else is going on in the world around you. You will be guided by your emotions. The moon is listening to your emotions and really not overthinking it, just making those decisions based on this feels right, this doesn't. And being around more joyful, joyous people. This is celebrations, more social invitations. Sometimes this means people coming in from the past. It is in the line of karma, so there's no time around it, but it seems to be around these opportunities and decisions that you're making. You are being asked to be organised, but you probably are organised, being Virgos, and organised in all areas of your life, which also leads to greater peace. When we have everything in its place in our home, when we're looking after our health, when we're looking after our mental health, we do have much greater peace. They are saying the world is your oyster. What do you want to create? The Two of Wands is he has the world in his hands and he's making decisions on what he wants to create and looking forward. There are some people coming up here who, I don't really, they're just saying that these are probably family and family connections going well. You may eventually move to a house that has a lot more light and is very modern or something. Some of you may be doing that soon. But they are talking also, the Chariot is about flying higher each time that you are offered opportunities. So that's extremely good. You are embracing your passion and moving forward, and that has been the emotional lesson, that you've had to put things in place and juggle things and wait for the right time. It's about timing and patience. So this is a new opportunity that's coming in that you've been working on that leads to greater an increase in income, but also greater appreciation for what you do. Judgment, you may have, this can mean people judging you, but really it's sort of almost like jealousy because you're succeeding and doing so well. So really I'd be moving away from anyone who's like that, or anyone who's a bit sneaky or manipulative. This is a big change for you because it's more of a spiritual calling. Not that I'm saying you haven't had a spiritual calling before, but this is really where you're starting to achieve those dreams that you came in, that you used to, maybe when you were younger, not believe that you could have or were worthy of, or couldn't see that you were a leader, but you really are a leader. You may be connecting more with people who are more balanced in your life rather than looking after everyone around you, or maybe the people who you've been looking after become more balanced. That's always nice when people heal. They're saying look to the past and see where things have worked for you and see where they haven't, see where you've been happy and see where you haven't been happy, and bring those happy things, the things that work, into your life. And this is something only you can know. It's about putting yourself first and making yourself happy. I see a lot of Virgos who work very, very hard and they do have that role of service in their life. They do want to make a difference, but then they end up, burning out. So just be careful that you're looking after yourself as well. And you're very good at looking after your health, but making sure that you're not stretching yourself too much. This is spending more time at home in some way and maybe around family. And your guides love you. They will offer you, this is divine intervention. So ask for the help you need and it will be offered. Home is coming up here. We've got 3 4s. 4's a home. And so you may be renovating or doing something around your home, and this can be some sort of beautifying home improvement, and but this could also mean a move of house, getting things ready to move, and it would be a good move. These are friendships. Your friends really love you. And even if you've just got one, I'm sure you've got more, but one good friend is worth 10 acquaintances or more. Look. The Magician and the High Priestess, when they come up together, they are divine counterparts. The High Priestess, or the Magician, is number 1 card in tarot. The High Priestess is number 2. They're both about inner knowledge. The Magician is about alchemy. The High Priestess is about what's beyond the veil. So this is you really stepping into that power of, and with the Empress, creativity, creating things, alchemy, bringing things, changing one thing into another, and seeing how you create is not just A leads to B leads to C leads to D. It's this creative process that lies beyond the veil. And the way forward to do with that is by playing around with affirmations and putting the practical work in, but also seeing that it is to do with the mind and the heart and the spiritual, the higher self. It will look like you're very lucky, but you are really becoming alchemists and creators. You're creating your own reality. These are such powerful cards, my goodness. The Hermit, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Sun, and the Magician, far out. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is turning to this chapter where you have these opportunities that are golden opportunities being offered to you. It is a step on the path. There's more success to come. But it's about, this is my card for meditation, so any sort of meditation and affirmation and visualization practices are of immense help at the moment. Gratitude, these sorts of things. And not fighting wars within ourselves that don't exist. It is about leaving behind those old worries or those old ways of thinking that are not of benefit to you. Of course, these things come up when we're going through changes to do with our work, when one door is shutting and another door is opening, but do everything you can to clear any sort of old negative emotions that are coming up. You really can't see how far you can go. This is, again, another blindfold. It's using your intuition, finding that way, not overthinking. The Five of Wands in the line of thought is thinking too much. So going into that space between thoughts and making decisions. The Fool is making decisions sometimes, taking that step. And about what you want to bring in, and don't overthink it. If it feels right, start it. It's that simple. Yeah, you've probably carried a heavy load to do with work and career, but also family. But this is starting to reap the rewards and opportunities coming in. And some things are on hold. Not everything happens at once, but keeping the idea of success. Yes, juggling situations. But you do have people here helping you, coming in to help. So things are really moving ahead. These are really pretty special cards, especially all this stuff. My goodness. So because I feel like many of you must be starseeds who are going to watch this on YouTube, so I'm going to, well, I always do, but this is especially pertinent to you. Look at the starseed cards. It's all about overcoming fear and stepping into your knowledge from past lives, but also your spiritual knowledge. Trust the timing. Well, that's really around the heart, temperance down here. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Yeah, I just said that, I think, about, not everything happening at once, but it is happening. And yeah, even though some things are on hold, the other things are really moving forward. It's a really positive time. And the Ask and It Is Given cards from Abraham Hicks. All that is benefiting from my existence. Absolutely. You've really got a lot to give, Virgo. You Virgos. Lean into the storm. I feel like you've already done this. You've leant into the storm, and now you're sharing your knowledge with others about how you weathered the storm, and you're really sailing into much the Empress is peace and contentment and happiness, and this is through spiritual practices, but also through looking at your life and seeing where the energy is flowing and where things may not be flowing at the moment, and realizing again that it's all about timing. Rainbow, hope, balance, magic, and magic's coming up here. Be hopeful, duality and balance create magic. Yeah. So, wow, fantastic cards, Virgo. These are brilliant. So, yeah, it's all happening for you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for staying to the end, and God bless.